August 10th, 2019 was the day that flipped the anime community on its freaking head. Demon Slayer episode 19 aired for the very first time, and when it did, it sent this buzz around the world, setting a new golden standard for what we're expecting of anime these days. These gloriously fluid fight scenes and just mwah, mwah, mwah. It really was the freaking shit. Everyone, literally everyone, came out of hiding just to show some love and become an ambassador for Demon Slayer. The greatest thing since Naruto, the most incredible thing since Attack on Titan, the best series since Bleach. Now, it's been quite a while since August 10th, and the dust has settled, the hype has died down, and Demon Slayer has concluded its manga. The story's over. And you know what? Despite all of that crazy early hype and love for the anime and the series and praise that it got, the ending hasn't been well received at all. Now, this doesn't just start and stop at Demon Slayer. I've been getting to the end of loads of stories that I really like lately. The kind that I really enjoy so much that I tell everyone about before I've even scratched the surface of it. Now, I don't like doing that, but sometimes something is so good that you just got to tell people about it. Now, like most other normies, I caught wind of Demon Slayer around midway through season 1, and I ate that shit up. All of it. The world, the demons, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Tanjiro, Nezuko. I got everything my weeb heart desired. The perfect combination of world building, plot depth, mystery, and of course, beautifully illustrated action. In fact, the action scenes were so badass that episode 19 pretty much instantly slotted itself into the Hall of Fame of great anime fights. And ultimately, it served as the catalyst for what made this series so damn popular. The hype for Demon Slayer was insane. So, like a lot of other people, I was so blown away by the series that when it finished, I just went straight in with the manga. I needed more. I wanted more. I got more. One by one, we're introduced to more incredible characters that bring so much to the story at the same time as opening up a whole load of questions about this world we live in. We got this dude who's half demon hunter. He basically eats a little bit of demon body and whoa, he becomes a savage. And then we got the Fire Hashira who has this weird family dynamic, but it's quite interesting and deep to read about. It's tied into the story quite nicely. And also discovering other things like, why is this big guy always crying? But as I continued diving deeper and deeper into this story, in this ocean of love, hype, action, and awesomeness, this familiar feeling started to rise up, and not a good one. I call it the Game of Thrones effect. When you realize the story's coming to its close and we haven't even started to tie off those loose ends yet. There were so many questions I still had, but from what I could tell, there wasn't going to be enough time to answer them all. No, it's happening again! Every chapter took us closer to the climax of everything, but it felt like we weren't meant to be here yet. Like, who were this veiny forehead Ubuyashiki family? It gave us a bit of an explanation, but damn, I would have loved some flashbacks. I felt like I was on a train that was heading to a really exciting destination, only 3/4 of the way through the journey to find out this is never pulling into that station. We're never getting there. And this left me feeling fooled, robbed, tricked. I felt like an idiot. I'd basically become a massive ambassador to this series, bigging it up to every single person that will listen to me talk about it, only for it to let me down in the moment that I really thought it was going to shine the brightest. And then I remembered something really important. When the dust settles and I look back at my time watching and reading Demon Slayer, it was a really freaking good series. Sure, it could have ended smoother than it did, but in this case, for me at least, the ending is not the lasting impression. I'm left thinking about Tanjiro's unrelenting struggles to save his sister, or Zenitsu's outrageously hype attacks, or the 7 moons, or the Hashirama, or the fact that Michael Jackson was our enemy all along! All of those things are the lasting memories I have on this series. Now, don't get me wrong, endings are important, and there is nothing better than a good series concluding itself up with a good ending. But as we get closer and closer to the conclusions of these big stories, I'm left kind of really focusing on how are they going to execute that? How is this going to end? How are they going to wrap this thing up? And I stop remembering all the reasons why I got this far into the story in the first place. And the reality is that when time's gone by and I think back to the series, I'm not thinking about those last 10 chapters. I'm thinking about everything else that made it so great. So ultimately, I don't necessarily think that a good series has to have a good ending. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what series you've seen that let you down at the end a little bit, but still hold that special place in your heart. I'll check them out.